I'm actually going to walk you through how I'm going to put a 2000 watt inverter into my caravan and some of the thought processes I had before purchasing and how I actually put it in. So the batteries are down here, so we've got to connect it to the batteries. So I've actually found a place where to connect it down here, and then in here we've actually got a place that goes up through the floor into the caravan, and then it's going to come out down there. I originally thought I was going to actually have the inverter hardwired into the caravan, but I've had some pretty good advice that because of the system we've got here, it's just a little bit too complicated. So what we're going to do is actually just mount it on the wall there. So we've got our batteries down there, or under the floor there. We're going to drill holes through here. The idea is to actually have the shortest distance between your batteries and the inverter. So this is the actual inverter here. It's heavy. So that's the inverter there. It's the same as the one we've got in the, well, it's actually the same brand as the one we've got in the back of the Cruiser, and I've had no problems with it. And these are the wires here, fairly heavy, that are going to go down through the floor. So I'm going to drill a test hole in the floor just to make sure I'm not drilling into water tank, and we'll see how we go from there. I made sure I did a lot of measuring first, and I found the centre where I wanted the centre of the panel to go, and where I needed to actually drill the holes, but you can never be too sure, so drilling a small hole first will make sure that when I do start boring out bigger holes, it'll be a lot safer. So you can see there where the actual drill hole came through, so I'm clear of the frame and any other wires, so that looks fine. I'm drilling a 25mm hole here. I made sure that I turned the power off first, disconnecting the solar and the battery, making sure that our BMS 35 didn't actually short out. I've now disconnected the batteries so I can actually connect my wiring. So what I've done here is actually mark all of the positions where I've got to drill from the thing. And now what I'm going to do is drill an 8mm hole. So I've got my 4 holes, and then I've got my holes in the floor. Using Ramset hollow wall anchors, they're 5mm, and they can actually withstand 10 kilos each. So the idea is that they actually go into the wall. I hammer that in a bit, and then you end up getting the that bit coming out at the back, which will actually hold it. And so with 4 of those, I think it should be strong enough to hold the inverter. So what I've done now is actually put these little dampeners on. They're made of rubber, so that when the bolts go through, they actually stop all of the shock that this might get as we're driving down the road. So now to put that onto that, let's do it. Well, there you go. All complete and connected. I've just got to put a little bit of sealant underneath the caravan to make sure it doesn't leak. And look at this, Joey. Happy wife, happy life. So to make sure there's no rubbing, I've got this tubing. It's a split tubing. I got that from Jaycar for about $3 for half a metre. And that just goes on over top of these heavier wires. And that'll just make sure that nothing actually gets scraped when we're driving. So this is the fun part, spreading heaps of silicone around the hole and a little bit onto this plastic tubing too to make sure that it actually holds. And we just push it all up in there, and it'll work very well. So I'll wash up on how the inverter went in. I was really pleased how it went in. The attachments were exactly what was required. Drilling the hole through the floor carefully worked out well. I'm just really over the moon how it went together. I've made sure that I've siliconed underneath, and just dying to get out and having a go. So if you like this sort of DIY video, please like and subscribe. Just remember we're heading off May in a few weeks' time up the centre and down the west coast, so there should be heaps of Auslap and action and new places to find. So please subscribe, hit the like button and the bell and all those other things you're meant to do, and we'll catch you on the road. See ya.